And one of the other things that we did was we tried to take the planning process into the community, because one of the things we learned was that people very often didn't pay attention to what was being developed until they saw the sign or got notice that something was coming into their neighborhood. But by then the clock is ticking. And so we tried to go out to the community so they would have notice early on how to be involved in the planning process and the planning stages, prior to, before the zoning is set. Because then, the further down the line you get, the more difficult it is to challenge something. So we went out into the communities with this, our tag was planning.com, and we would just get people involved so they would be knowledgeable. And now, there's a new chairman there, Mr. Parker, he's doing a fabulous job. And the tradition continues. So people are now more enlightened about the planning process and more involved. So I think that's great.
A young person that wants to get involved in agency like that, how do they prepare themselves?
Well, there are a number of ways. First of all, you can go to the website, www.mncppc.org, and just follow what's going on. I mean, they have put all the plans on the website. If you're in college, they have an internship program. If you're
they have paid? Is it paid?
They have a paid internship program for the summers, and they also have they have summer jobs in the Department of Parks and Recreation mostly, but there are many of them at all the community centers. But it would behoove you to apply early. You have to be 16 years old. And because so many people apply, it would behoove them to apply early. Start looking in March. Don't wait till June.
No, don't wait till June.
Don't wait till
Get
June.
involved in something like that.
Yeah.
Now the commission itself. Just supposing a young person want to get involved on the commission level. How do they make the selection?
Well, there are 5 commissioners from Prince George's County, and it's a bi-county agency, as you know, so there are 5 from Montgomery County as well. They are appointed in Prince George's by the county executive and confirmed by the council. So
you got to be politically active, wouldn't you say?
Somewhat politically active, or at least knowledgeable in the field. You have to have something that would enhance the function of the planning board. So either a planning background or some sort of community activism background, something that would complement the others that are on the board.
Because one of the things that you talked about, the meetings and things of that nature, and how important it is for the people to get involved. So when they have these hearings, it's very, very important that you attend the hearings.
That's right.
See, this is what we emphasize. We've always emphasized the fact that you have to get involved. You can't sit at home.
That's right.
You got to, when those meetings come up, sure, you have other things that you're going to do, but it's going to affect your future.
That's right.
For instance, they're not going to put something in your neighborhood that's going to be negative or put something there positive.
You have to be involved.
Because you have to be involved to really have the planning board and the council to be effective.
That's right. And really, that's how I got my start. When I moved to Prince George's County, I knew no one. I knew no one in the entire county. So I was bored after work. I said, well, let me just do something. I started volunteering for this and volunteering for that, and then volunteering in the Bar Association and volunteering for political campaigns. I said, let me see who do I support for what, and let me start door knocking and doing things of that nature, because I had to do something with my time. And I just I was very service-oriented, and I always remember the words of the renowned Charles Hamilton Houston: a lawyer is either a social engineer or a parasite on society. And I feel that you have to give back.
You have to give back. That's what I've always said.
You have to give back.
I mean, we have a lot of talent out there where individuals are sitting at home or either cutting the grass or working the garden or those type of things after they retire. But I'm trying to get individuals that in that position to volunteer their time
and you can
in
do
the
both
community.
Things.
Right.
You can still garden.
Right.
You don't have to volunteer all your time, but do something.
Do something. Be part of the community. You know.
Be part of the solution.
And it's so very important that the young people get involved early. And this is the thing that I say, that the parents should introduce the youngsters to these agencies, because it's positions there where a lot of the youngsters, they don't understand and don't know what they want to be.
That's true.
Okay, if they get exposure to the planning board, exposure to different fields.
Yes.
Like we're saying, attorney, planning, and other things. But when you volunteer, this is making you part of the community.
That's right, and that's why I participate in career days at schools and whatnot, so that children have a flavor for all the types of fields that they can go into.
Right.
And try to be a mentor. We started when I was president of the J. Franklin Bourne Bar Association. We started a mentoring program. You know, you have to give back, and even now I give back and continue to. As you know, I serve on the WMATA Board of Directors. That's Metro. And it's
we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
That's what we're going to talk about next is Metro. Now, a lot of people, you know, they realize in the Metro Board that of your talent and your dedication. That's why you are on the board, because they need individuals like you, your ideas and things of that nature. I was very happy to find out that you were on the Metro Board. I said she didn't ever stop. She's
frying pan into the
fire. Right. But anyway, tell us now, why did you get involved in Metro Board when you could have, you know, just sit back and not get involved in something like that?
No such thing as sitting back. You know, I still have my law practice now. I own a law firm, and Shipley, Horn and Hewlett, and but serving, I was fortunate to be appointed by Governor O'Malley to serve on the Metro Board, and I am the state representative for Prince George's County. And being on the Metro Board is not only important for Prince George's County, which it is, and my heart is in Prince George's County, but it's important for the region. I mean, this is a regional system. It's the only system of a metro system that encompasses so many jurisdictions. So, and our interests are sometimes divergent. We want to have, we agree on having an outstanding system, but sometimes our interests are a little different and on certain things. And so we'll all have to come together. So it's very hard, and I have to fight for Prince George's County just as the other jurisdictions fight for, you know, Arlington or District of Columbia, Montgomery County. Fairfax.
Well, tell me this. What about, we get back to this participation of individuals. Now, how do you get people involved into that?
In Metro?
Yeah, in Metro, participating. You know,
people really are. There's organizations that monitor us, and then there's Metro Riders that they follow the board and the activity, and they bring things to our attention, and so they're very helpful. You can attend the board meetings, which they meet on Thursday. We have a meeting tomorrow. So it's easy to get involved to at least monitor and learn more about Metro. We are facing severe challenges. This is a very, very difficult time for Metro for a number of reasons. We have major financial constraints. We've had a fare increase. We vote tomorrow on a fare increase. We were tried very, very hard to not have any service cuts, which would particularly impact Prince George's County, because you know, we have so many people who are dependent on bus service.
Okay, well, what about ridership? Now, in jurisdiction-wise, how does Prince George's County fit in there?
Well, we have tremendous ridership in Prince George's County, not just for the trains, but for the Metro, but for our buses and for Metro Access, which is our paratransit. We have very, very high
when
paratransit.
You said paratransit, what do you?
For those who have who are disabled, who may not be able to ride the fixed routes. So it's door-to-door service. They'll pick you up from your home and take you to, let's say, the doctor's office or wherever it is.
How did that work? That's a lot of people are using it, because I see those.
A lot of people are using it, and I'll tell you, Prince George's County has the highest usage in the entire region of the paratransit. Yes, and it's costly. It's an important feature to have because there are many people in need of it. But there are also some who are taking it who may not need to. So we're also engaged in something called travel training to assist those who may be able to use a fixed route or may need the Metro Access to take them from their home to the Metro station, but then they can ride the Metro. So there are a number of things like that. But we've suffered from financial constraints. As you know, we had a huge accident last June 22nd. I don't know when this airs, but yesterday was June 22nd, so we had our 1-year anniversary. We had memorial service, a beautiful, poignant memorial service in memory of the lives lost. And you know, we're trying to focus on safety. We have enhanced our safety